So let me ask this, because this is another part I'm not clear about, because, more and more folks that are coming over here, they'll say, I'm claiming asylum, right? So if they utter those words at some point, what happens? I'm claiming
This is the same deal that we got into before. None of those.
So do you turn them over to ICE then?
No, the prosecution and handling of someone under this case is not determinative, not determined by them, by their immigration status. If someone wants to claim asylum, they can do that. They can do that on an app. They can do it from Mexico. They can go to the port of entry. They can do all that. This doesn't have anything to do with asylum.
You've arrested, again, let's go back to Laredo PD, see them, we go through all that process. And let's say this person didn't want to return, so they serve out their 6 months. Now, at this point, you tell them, we're going to take you to the bridge. You got to go back. No, I don't want to go. I'm claiming asylum. I want to claim asylum. So you're somebody.
My bill doesn't deal with asylum. It says that the prosecution of this case or anything dealing with this case, if someone's arrested for these charges, is not affected and not abated or stopped or delayed because of someone's claimed immigration status.
So in other words, to be clear, under your proposal, your bill, there won't be any circumstance where the Texas law enforcement cares if they're saying asylum or not. That's just not going to affect. They're going to. I don't care. I'm claiming asylum. I don't care.
No.
We're
not going to. Asylum is a federal process. We're not going to interfere with that at all. But we do have the right to secure our border and pass this law.
Yeah.
And so we're not going to interfere in someone's ability to claim asylum. If they want to apply for asylum, they can do that on the CBP1 app. They can do it in Mexico. They can do it 6 months before they decide to come across. They can do all those things.
That's why I'm asking is, just practically speaking, when you take them back to the bridge, because now you've got federal, officers everywhere, right? You take that person back to the bridge. Now you've taken them to the bridge and they say, well, I want to claim asylum. Well, there's somebody with ICE, go talk to them. Is that what?
Yeah.
Is that what we expect our law enforcement? We're not going to stop them from, well, there's somebody over there with ICE. You can go tell them because I don't deal with that. Is that?
They can claim asylum before, during, after. We're not going to limit anyone's ability to claim asylum. What we are going to say is you can't come across and say, okay, well, now I'm going to claim asylum, and so therefore you can't prosecute me. That is not going to work under this bill. This bill says we don't abate this process.
Right. Okay, so then let's take the other thing. So you arrest them, again, Laredo PD, whatever. Now, Chairman, I'll try to wrap it up. But I want to know how it's going to work, or if it's going to work, right? So they say, hey, you have a choice, 6 months, you get convicted, or I can take you to the bridge. All right, take me to the bridge. They take them to the bridge. They get to the bridge. They say, I want to claim asylum. Well, there's the ICE agent. Go tell them. They can then, you're not going to stop them from walking over to the ICE agent to claim asylum, right?
They're going to be ordered to return. And if they refuse that, then
So
they've not only violated their agreement to return, but they also violated the criminal statute.
But what I'm asking you, Representative, is if at that point, because they're at the bridge, and they walk over to a federal officer and say, I want to claim asylum.
Yeah, I don't anticipate
At that point, doesn't the federal law take over?
I don't anticipate this doesn't say that we turn them over to Border Patrol at the port of entry. It says that they are ordered to return, and we will have a law enforcement agency, an officer there to monitor to make sure that they return as they agreed to return. And if they renege on that agreement and back out and change their mind and do something different, they're not only in violation of that agreement that abated the prosecution of that case, but they're also now in violation of the refusal to comply with the order to return.
So if you don't see them walk all the way across, but they walk over here to a federal agent and claim asylum, it's your position that were this to become law, they've now broken their agreement and you can arrest them again for a second time?
Yes.
Is that your position?
Yes.
So even though they've gone and reported themselves to a federal agent?
I don't think that's how it's going to play out. I don't think that they're going to be turned over to a federal agent. They're going to be ordered.
No, they're not going to be turned. I'm listening to you. I'm hearing you. You're not going to turn them over, but how do you tackle them? How do you stop them from walking over? If there's one where steep,
I would trust DPS in the agency that would be under that court order to know how to handle that situation.
We'll ask the director. He'll be up in a little while, and because I'm
Sure.
it's always about how folks work the system, right?
Right.
I mean, that's just the way it works. So I'm trying to anticipate how's this thing gonna play out? How's it gonna play out?